Welcome to International Talks. Today we are going to talk about the Nord Stream 2. We have previously covered the subject. We have discussed the project, its features, the nature of the sanctions that were imposed against the project. So consider watching previous videos if you want to know more about the subject. Last week, the State Department reported the list of the entities that are involved in the construction. 4 ships were under sanction in April, and additional 9 ships were sanctioned just recently. However, the State Secretary Blinken said that some entities should be waived from sanctions, particularly the CEO of the Nord Stream 2, Matthias Warnig, and the executive officers. This decision was made because the US attempts to normalize relations with Germany. In February, Biden stopped withdrawal of US forces from Germany. The vision is clear. US wants to normalize relations with allies in order to deter Chinese and Russian geopolitical ambitions. Blinken added that we will continue to oppose the completion of this project, which would weaken European energy security and that of Ukraine and eastern flank NATO and EU countries. Now, the rhetoric is very good. However, if you continue to do nothing, there will be a much bigger problem than the energy security of Europe. Europe might get a war instead of normalization of relations with Russia. In April, Russia started a military buildup alongside with the Ukrainian border. Over 100,000 troops were mobilized in Crimea and northeastern border with Ukraine. Eventually, Russia withdrew some of the troops. However, some of the troops are remaining. This was a very clear message from Moscow. They are prepared for the escalations, even though they've said that military buildup does not pose a threat to any country. Why stopping Nord Stream 2 is very important to halt Russia's ambitions? The answer is very clear. Moscow is using this pipeline to bypass Ukraine's transit role in Europe. And in case of a full-scale war, Ukraine will no longer have the energy leverage over Russia. And at the end of the day, EU will lose the interest in Ukraine, as there will be no economic benefit to step up for Ukraine against the Russian ambition. Currently, Russia delivers 40 billion cubic meters of natural gas to Europe through Ukraine, according to a 5-year agreement between Russia and Ukraine. However, Nord Stream 2 can easily replace it, as it can deliver 55 billion cubic meters of natural gas to Europe every year. Here's the next question. Why would Russia start a full-scale war against Ukraine? Here's the answer. Russia has no more leverage over Ukraine. Kiev is unwilling to have direct negotiations with Russian separatists in Donetsk and Luhansk. In addition to that, President Zelensky has launched an attack against his political rivals that are serving Russian cause. This means that Russia has no cards, pretty much. And the only method to force Ukraine out of Euro-Atlantic vector is the military one. Although nobody knows whether Moscow will wage a war against Ukraine, here's the point. After NATO drills Defender Europe 21 ends in June, Russia starts its drills in September, Zapad 2021. This is the perfect time to pressure Ukraine militarily, as the NATO drills will be over and the construction of the project also must be over, because the license that Denmark gave to the project should be over by September 2021. As a result, Biden's administration will be surprised by the outcome of the policy of normalization of relations with Germany. Instead of solving the European energy security issues, US will find itself solving European military security issues. In order to stop Moscow's ambitions, swift economic policies are needed. US needs to sanction Nord Stream 2 and every entity that is involved in pipeline without any exceptions. If there is a concern that Germany might be upset by such policy, it should be noted that this project is not vital for Germany. In fact, Germany might not even notice the replacement costs of the Russian natural gas. Share your thoughts, comment your opinion on this subject. Until next time.